Hey everyone. So today I picked up something pretty cool that I wanted to share and try out. So this is a couple months old, but kind of new from Thirdreality. This is a smart garage door opener. Now, normally you connect if you have a smart garage door, you can connect it through Wi-Fi and then use their apps. But to get it into a smart home ecosystem, it can be a little challenging depending on what you have. Also, if you have an older one, you have to worry about compatibility issues. So what Thirdreality did here is they took something very simple, and it's just this little device that you actually just load a remote in, and then there's a little robot arm that'll just come down and press the button. So it's very simple. This was $50, so it's also very cheap. So if you have a remote, it'll work with any garage door opener out there. And then this is the little tilt sensor that you put on the door. So this will also tell it whether the door is open or closed. So all this right here for $50. Thought it was worth a try. This is Matter supported, so you can connect this to any Matter hub that you might have. So I'm going to try to do it through HomeKit and see how it works. So let's test it out. I already have a smart garage door set up on mine, but I'm going to do this as a backup, and we'll see how reliable and how well it works. So let's try it out. So for the setup, first we're going to get the opener inside here. So you hit this little tab down, and this top part is going to slide off. So this little hole is where the little arm is going to push down. So this big button is what's currently connected through my garage door. So basically you just kind of center it in over that hole on that button. And then there's a little wheel underneath here that you are just going to spin up until it makes it tight on that spot. So let's just do that. As you can see, the platform's raising. And once we have it in there, see if that's tight. Yep, that's pretty tight. And that's really it. So once that's in there, now we'll put this on the top, plug it in, and get it set up through Matter, and then we'll try it out on the door. Okay, let's get this plugged in and powered on. And then we'll go ahead and see how easy it is to get added. So we got a little blue blinking light on top once it's plugged in, which means that it's in pairing mode. So I'm going to use Apple Home. We'll go ahead and add an accessory and scan the Matter code. Add to home. Wait for it to connect. Okay, it's adding to home. Now I do see that it's calling it a switch, so I'm interested to see if we'll be able to change this to a garage door in the app, because that would make a difference, especially for HomeKit, on if it will show up in Apple CarPlay as a garage door. So let's go ahead. I'm just going to add this to the front room. Okay, so now it's calling it a light. So garage door opener, continue. Okay, so now it's added into the home. And there it is. But it is calling it a light. So that is one thing that I don't like. So for anyone who doesn't know, for HomeKit, so when there's a garage door in the app, so you can see up here, so I have a garage door there. So when I am close to my garage door when I'm coming home or when I'm leaving, that shows up right away in Apple CarPlay to the right, and I can click on that and just quickly open or close my door. So now that this is classified as a light, it's not going to do that. Okay, so now we have it fully added into HomeKit. So let's go ahead and get the tilt installed on the door, and then we'll try it out and see how it works. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this installed on the door. Now, taking off the sensor, there are some batteries on here. There are some little settings as well. This thing looks like it has a siren, so I think it's just an alert. Let's see if I can make it do it. When it goes up or down, so it's alerting you, I guess, if the door is opening or not. I'm going to turn that off because I don't think I need that, and I don't think most people are going to care. So I'll just swap that off, and then we'll put it on the door. Okay, so we'll pick a spot here. It says which way is supposed to be up, which is this way. So I'm just going to put it right on here. Some double-sided tape. It does come with one in there. Let's go ahead and just leave it like that. So the tilt sensor is installed on the door. We have the remote into the device, we have it powered on, and we have it connected through HomeKit. So let's go ahead and test it out and see how it works. Okay, so it worked very quickly. There's also a manual button on the top here, so let's test that one out and see what it does. Okay. And then I would expect that to turn off once the door closes. And it did. So it works pretty quick. I mean, it's not bad at all. The only issue, like I mentioned before, is that it's classified as a light. So if that's something that bothers you, then I don't think there's going to be a way around that, at least in HomeKit. But now let's go manually open the garage door from the control and see if the also will show in the app that it's open. Right, so let's open it using the regular opener here, and let's see if the tilt sensor puts it in the right state. Okay, the door is open, and it did turn it on. So it is working. So you can use it to determine if your door is open or closed. If the light is showing is on, it means that it's open. If it's off, that means it's closed. So let's go ahead and hit that again. There it goes. And there it goes. Yeah, so I did notice that it does go on for a second as it's closing, but then it eventually does close down. So the last question is, should you buy this? And I'm about 50-50 on that. So for my personal preference, I would prefer to get something wired into my garage door opener. So I think if you have the capability to do that, the one I used to use one directly from Chamberlain, but then they stopped supporting that and that stopped working. So I ended up getting one from a company called Tailwind that I've been using for the last couple months, and that has been fantastic. So I think if you have the capability to wire it in, I think that's a better approach to go. If you don't want to go that route and you want something super cheap and just kind of simple to give you some added functionality, then I think this could be a product for you. I have noticed, if you see over here, that it kind of goes to no response off and on. It eventually does come back, so now it's already showing back again, which is fine. But it does go in and out of showing response on it, which can get annoying. So if I don't know how reliable it'll be in the long run. I also really dislike that it classifies as a light bulb, so that would bother me. And if you want to use it in CarPlay, it won't show up as that type of device. So pros and cons to it. It's a good idea. I do have a lot of Thirdreality products. I love their smart plugs with energy monitoring. I have vibration devices that I use for dryers. So they do make good things. This one, I'm not sure if it's quite there yet. I think it might be worth a try if you want something simple. But if you're really wanting full integration in your garage door, then I think wiring it into your existing garage door would be the way to go. So hope this helped you make a decision. If you have any questions or comments about it, let me know. But we'll see you on the next one.